All right, I am here with Woody today from New Economy Initiative Small Business. So thank you for taking some time to speak with me today and share some information about your business. Can you go ahead and tell me a little bit about exactly what the New Economy Initiative Small Business is?
Well, we started out as a meetup group, and what we do is we meet with other small businesses, various different businesses, and we're looking at forming joint ventures with various different people. And what makes us a little bit different than a lot of the others is we provide access to people that you normally wouldn't have. We've made a number of connections over the years, and we're kind of connectors.
Okay.
We know a lot of major businesses in the San Diego area and in Riverside and in Orange County, and that's where we're currently located and expanding. Our goal is to expand throughout the state of California. We also have a number of connections in the political arena. At the federal level and at the state level. So we have speakers that come in and talk to people about how the legislation is affecting and impacting your small business. And it's kind of interesting. We've targeted a group of people that the small businesses that we're looking for are basically $250,000 to about $2.5 million that have been in business for approximately 5 years. One of the things that we hear as a common thread is that the regulations and things that are impacting them so much, and they're working so much on their business and in their business that they don't have time to do any of these other things. And they don't know how to connect with these other people. So we connect them with other people. Another thing that makes our group different than most meetup groups is, you know how you go to a meetup group and you say, "Hi, I'm Woody, I do such and such," or,
Yep.
And stuff like that. We don't do that. We like to introduce each other. We work on our 29-second pitch. But one of the things that we do also is we take action. We're an action-orientated group.
Okay.
For instance, in our last meeting, we had a young man that came into San Diego. He just moved into San Diego County. He didn't know anybody there. He's opening up a franchise. He's got, by the way, he has a marketing budget set aside of about $40,000. So
Okay.
he's a serious businessman.
Right.
But he doesn't know anybody. So we introduced him to a couple of people. And we were sitting there and said, how can we help this small business as a group? What can we do about this? So we sat there and we started brainstorming about this. We did a little mini mastermind, so to speak. And by the end of the meeting, within an hour, we had decided that his franchise was going to go out and help one of the Wounded Warriors. We're affiliated with Wounded Warriors. So we're going to find a home with the Wounded Warriors. We also happen to know a couple of the city council members that are in various different areas of San Diego County. So we're going to combine that project with the Wounded Warriors, with one of the city council members. And then we have a fundraiser that does a lot of fundraising for charitable organizations. They said, I can help raise some funds for this to make sure that it gets funded. We have another person that's connected with radio and TV in San Diego County and also up in Orange County. They said we can get some advertising on this, and we can get some PSA type spots in that, public service announcements. And we had another person that has a 501c3, so any donations that we get are tax deductible. It was a perfect storm.
So it's really everyone is able to kind of come together and help one another with whatever kind of that need is within their small business. And it's almost like a little family almost of businesses trying to help other businesses and come together and
it absolutely is. And for instance, this young man, he was sitting there talking about his business, and it's resurfacing bathtubs and sinks. Not something that you think of as a very high-end type of job, but
Right.
it doesn't. It doesn't have a lot of panache to it,
Right.
but he's got a good business. And we started talking about, well, where do you get some of your contacts from? And what happens if you find mold and mildew? Another one of our members is a mold and mildew specialist, one of the largest
Perfect.
ones in San Diego. So here's a tie in there. They know there's a couple of plumbers that are part of our association, so there's another tie in there. If this young man goes in to do a bathtub or a sink and he finds a plumbing problem, he's got a connection to a plumber. If he finds mold and mildew, he's got a connection to somebody there. So there's all of these different connections, and that's what we offer as part of our coaching with NEISB. We look at different ways of how can you connect with other people in the community. Because we're all part of a community, we're all part of a family, and we're all trying to grow our businesses. But a lot of times we feel like that we are competing.
Okay.
And instead of looking at it as competing, we want to look at how are they congruent and how do they come together and how do they intermesh with one another and what can we make out of this that's bigger than the small part of the one individual and the whole economy grows. Because we believe NEISB believes that small business is the backbone of America's economy. And that as we grow together and the small businesses grow together, we can restore America's financial freedom and stability to what it once was. And that's basically why NEISB exists.
Right.
We exist to help you prosper.
Now, obviously, in forming the NEISB, there had to be a need for that within the San Diego marketplace. So, obviously, we've talked a little bit about how we're different than any of the other groups out there. But can you tell me a little bit about what somebody can expect when they come to a meeting, or if they're not? They're interested, but they don't know really what to expect from the group. Maybe they've gone to some of these other meetups or other groups and haven't really got anything out of it. So how is this going to be a much better experience, and what can they expect from maybe their first meeting? Absolutely,
and there's so many places that we could start from. But some of the things that we offer to our members is a lot of our members, we found out during our research of the targeted businesses that we're looking at, a lot of them don't even have a website. They have no web presence whatsoever. So we offer them a one-page website, and we'll update that once a month. Now, as they grow, of course, they're going to need more, and we're affiliated with several different people that can offer them a package that's reasonably priced, and you can go anywhere from a reasonably priced package to something that anyone in the world would be proud of, that Donald Trump would pay for.
Okay.
And we've learned all of this through J.T. Fox's organization.
Okay.
One of the other things that we're looking at is we know different ways, working with some of the people that we work with and some of our own personal coaches, how we can dominate the social media. And we can do this in a matter of 1 week. It's very easy to do. There's a couple of little tricks of the trade that we make those available to our members. So we can make you Googleable. We can put you in the first 2 pages of Google.
Perfect.
And we can almost guarantee that within 2 weeks your business will be in the first 2 pages.
And that's
of Google.
Something that a small business definitely needs. Now, obviously, I know we're talking about small businesses, but is this something that maybe if somebody was just starting their business, maybe had their business idea, hadn't maybe necessarily opened their business, so to speak, yet, but knew this was my idea, this is what I wanted to do, would this be a good group for them if they were kind of that startup?
It would be a fabulous group for a young entrepreneur to get into. And the reasons that I say that is because I told you what our target was, $250,000 to $2.5 million that have been in business 5 years. So we have people that are tried and true. They've been through a lot of this. We would help a number of these people overcome some of the trials and tribulations of a small business as they're starting up. We all know what the failure rate is of a small business in the first 12 to 18 months. We want to overcome that. Like we said, small business is the backbone of America's economy.
Yep.
We have to do something about fostering that and continuing that growth and helping people grow. And it's about helping others do things. We're kind of in a legacy mode. What can we bring back into our community? What can we do that will help others? If you look at California's economy, can I say it sucks right now? But California's economy, we've got more businesses going out of California than we have coming in. The largest businesses are the moving companies that are moving people out right now.
Okay.
What we want to do is
change that.
We want to change that, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to change that. We want more businesses to come in, and what better place to learn from people who have gone through a lot of these things. We make that information available to you. And listen, our membership at $1 a day, you can't hardly beat that.
Right. Now, obviously, we've talked about this meetup group in San Diego. Mm-hmm. What are some other areas either you're expanding into or looking to expand into?
Well, we're communicating right now with people in Riverside County and Orange County. We're looking at moving into Riverside and Orange County. We're also talking to some people up in Fresno County, so we're looking at starting chapters up in that area, in the central part of the state. And I've been in communication with some local leaders up in the Sacramento area. Unfortunately, that's where our state capital is in California. But there are a lot of small businesses up there that we're associated with. We're also in the process of affiliating with the NFIB, National Federation of Independent Businesses. Now, their focus is a little bit larger, and they do lobbying, which we're not specifically doing lobbying, but they're looking at basically, I would say, businesses that are more than about $4 million a year. But we're going to have a number of those services that are available to our members also, and a lot of the information we'll be able to flow that directly through NFIB through NEISB.
Excellent. So obviously this is going to eventually be something, a meetup group covering the state of California. That's kind of the plan, hopefully.
And quite honestly, I'm also in communications with some people in Texas and in Florida and in Ohio and in Illinois and in Colorado.
Let's take it nationwide then.
I'm all for
nationwide.
That. And listen, JT's going to Africa, so
who knows?
Who knows?
So let me ask you a little bit about the membership fees and how memberships work.
Well, the membership, as I said, we are a meetup. You come into the meetup, you see if you like the group, and then we have separate meetings from the people that want to come into the NEISB. We go through a process. They fill out a basic application. I think you know all the answers. It's your name, your address, your phone number, and basic information that everybody knows. If you can fill out a driver's license registration, you can fill ours out. And the fees are it's $1 a day. $30 a month is all it takes. And like I said, for that you get the members get a one-page website. It gets updated on a monthly basis. We will help you dominate the social media. We will show you in literally less than 15 minutes how to get on all the basic social media and how to dominate that and do that in about 15 minutes a week.
Perfect.
So it's not days and days that you have to spend on the computer because we're too busy to do that. And then we offer coaching, and we have a number of different people in various different types of businesses that will offer coaching at a very, very reasonable prices. And we kind of base most of the coaching upon the ability of people to pay. It's not for free because if you get it for free, it's of no value to you.
Right.
But we do try to work with people as much as we can to put together some type of cost structure for coaching. We want you to succeed.
Excellent. So if you are a small business, maybe even a business entrepreneur looking to get started, need some help, need a network, need to have some really strong connections and almost a family around you.
Absolutely.
Where can someone go to get some more information about joining the group, possibly apply, find out where the meetings are, and really start to get involved with the NEISB?
Well, NEISB, New Economy Initiative Small Business. Our website is neisb.com. Real hard to remember. And you can contact me at woody.woodrum, that's WOODY, WOODRUM, at neisb.com. And we will get back to you with an answer to any of your questions, and we hope to hear from you.
All right, so neisb.com. That's where you need to go for all your information. Thank you so much, Woody.
My pleasure.